In this video, I discuss the various MCQ related to psychrometric process. Some of the MCQ I already explained in the last video of the MCQ of psychrometric process part 1. This is the part 2 in which we are studying the more MCQ. The process of adding moisture to the air without change in its dry bulb temperature is known humidification process. Agree or disagree? Okay, so during the humidification process, at the constant dry bulb temperatures, the moisture is added into this air. So this statement is the correct. Second, the sensible heat during humidification process increase. So that is a two type of heat, sensibles and the latent. Okay. So when the only temperature is changed, at that time it is called as the sensibles. Okay. But in a humidification, we know that during the humidification, specific heat is changed. And the specific humidity is changed. And when specific humidity is changed, it is come into the latent heat portions. So this sentence is the false statement is given. So here I show you this psychrometric chart of this humidification process, during which dry bulb temperature is constant. When the dry bulb temperature is constant, means sensible heat is equal to 0. Okay. So during this humidification and dehumidification process, sensible heat is 0, only latent heat is transferred. So this statement is false. In a chemical dehumidification process, dew point temperature decrease, wet bulb temperature increase, dry bulb temperature increase, and all of this. And the correct answer is option D, all of these are changed. Means dew point temperature is increased, wet bulb is decreased, and dry bulb temperature is increase during the chemical dehumidification process. Dehydration is the process of removing water vapor from the surrounding air. So this statement is correct. In summer seasons, we are generally speaking this word, the body is dehydrates. Okay. So when the body is dehydrated, at that time the water is reduced in our body. So this statement is true or false. So this is the correct statement. So option A is the correct answers. The capacity of the cooling tower and the spray ponds space as the wet bulb temperature of air decrease, means with wet bulb temperature of is decrease, at that time the capacity of cooling tower is increase or reduce. So it's by default increase if the wet bulb temperature is increased. So wet bulb temperature is decreased and they are removing the more heat. Okay. Then we are able to achieving the more capacity of the cooling pond and spray pond. Now before moving ahead, I request to like the video and subscribe the channels by pressing the subscribe buttons, and for watching the more video, more MCQ related to RIC, the link is provided in the description, as well as you go in the playlist for watching the more video related to mechanical engineering. During dehumidification process, which parameter remains constant? Okay. Wet bulb temperatures, relative humidity, dry bulb temperatures, and the specific humidity. So here the psychrometric chart is that, here this dehumidification process is that. So we know that we take this line projection on the x-axis, so we getting only 1 point. Okay, means dry bulb temperature is same at the inlet and outlet. That means dry bulb temperature remains constant. So option C is the correct answer. So during humidification process, also the dry bulb temperature is constant. Okay, and during sensible cooling and sensible heating process, the specific humidity remains constant. The process generally used in a winter air conditioning to warm and humidity the air is called option A, humidification, option B, dehumidification, heating and humidification, and cooling and dehumidification. So generally already answer is given in these questions. Warm and humidity. Warm means it is the heating, and humidity means humidification. So option C is the correct answer. So in a winter generally atmosphere are cool, so we need to heat the room as well as the humidify the room. So option C is the correct answer. In a spray washing system, if the temperature of water is higher than the dry bulb temperature of entering air, then the air is heated and dehumidified. B, heated and humidified, cool and humidified, and cool and dehumidified. So again I repeat these questions. If the temperature of water is higher than the dry bulb temperature of the entering the air, then which process takes place? So water temperature is higher than the entering temperature, then by default heating is there, and we are spraying the waters, then it is the humidifications. So which is the correct answers? That is the option B, heated and humidifications. The final relative humidity of air during the cooling and dehumidification is generally space than that of the entering air, lower or higher. So here you see this is the cooling and dehumidification process. This is the entry point and this is the outlet points. Okay. So with respect to the entry, the final humidity is higher or lower. So here you see this is the relative humidity is phi 1 and they are moving towards the left side. When they are moving left side, then generally what happens, the relative humidity is increased. So relative humidity is higher at the end of cooling and dehumidification process. Means suppose at the entry relative humidity is 60, then outlet it is greater than 60. The humidification process on the psychrometric chart is shown by horizontal line, vertical line, inclined lines or a curved line. So generally in humidification, the humidity is increased. So line is vertical. During dehumidification, line is also verticals. During sensible cooling and sensible heating, the line is horizontals. And during the combined process, every lines are inclined. So option B is the correct answer. During dehumidification process, the relative humidity remains constant, increase, decrease. So here you saw this is the dehumidification process. It is a phi 1 and phi 2. So phi 2 line is the lower than the phi 1. So that means the relative humidity is decreased. So option C is the correct answer. The relative humidity is decreased during the dehumidification process. During adiabatic saturation process on unsaturated air, space remains constant. Option A, relative humidity. Option B, dew point temperatures. Option C, dry bulb temperatures. And option D is wet bulb temperatures. Correct answer is the wet bulb temperatures. So during adiabatic saturation process, unsaturated air, wet bulb temperature remains constant. The relative humidity, space, air gets drier, increase or decrease. Answer is option A. Means the relative humidity increase, air gets drier. Okay, and similar MCQ I already cover in some different parts. Okay, the relative humidity is decrease, then air gets wet. With reasons I explained in this video during heating and in a psychrometric chart. Okay, so video on MCQ of psychrometric charts, in which video I explained with the reasons why these things happen. During humidification process, dry bulb temperature remains constant, increase or decrease. So by default it remains the constant because humidification and dehumidifications occur at the constant dry bulb temperatures. In order to cool and dehumidify a stream of moist air, it must be passed over a coil at temperatures which lies between dry bulb and wet bulb temperatures of incoming stream, which lies between wet bulb and dew point temperatures of the incoming stream, which is lower than the dew point temperatures of the incoming streams, and of adiabatic saturation of incoming air streams. And the answer is option C. In order to cool and dehumidify a stream of moist air, it must be passed over the coil at temperature which is lower, because we are required to do the cooling, and cooling is done when the temperature of the evaporator is lower than the entering of the air and the dew point temperatures of the incoming streams. Then we are able to cool and dehumidify the air. The heating of air without any change in the specific humidity is called sensible heating. It is true or false? So this statement is correct. So during sensible heating process, the specific humidity is constant and dry bulb temperatures are increased. When the air is passed through a insulated chamber having a spray of water maintain at temperatures higher than the dew point temperatures of entering air but lower than its dry bulb temperatures, then air is said to be cooled and dehumidified. Cooled and humidified. Then option B, cooled and dehumidified, heated and humidified, and heated and dehumidified. So again I repeat these questions. Air is passed through the insulated chamber having a spray of water, means in a chambers the water are spray in between, and the water temperatures are higher than the dew point temperatures of the entering the air but lower than the dry bulb temperatures, and air is said to be option A, cooled and dehumidified, because the dew point temperatures of the water is lower than air is cooled, and when the water is sprayed, then by default it is the humidification process is going on. The process generally used in summer air conditioning to cool and dehumidify the air is called, already answer is given in the questions, it's called as the cooling and dehumidification process. So similar MCQ we also see in winter air conditioning to heat and humidify. So already answer is given. Okay, here the in summer we need to cooling and dehumidification. So here already answer is given. So you not need to confuse, that is the wrong thing is given and some different processes occur their place. Okay. It is desired to condition outside the air from 70% relative humidity and 45% dry bulb temperatures, 50% relative humidity and 25 dry bulb temperatures. The practical arrangement will be, means that is outside condition is given. So outside temperature is 45, relative humidity is 70, and at the outlet means the inside room conditions is the 25 and the 55% relative humidity. So by default their temperature is reduced, so it is the cooling is going on. Okay, so here they given different process. So option C is the correct answer. It is cooling and dehumidification process is going on, because dry bulb temperature is reduced as well as the relative humidity is also reduced. That means it is the dehumidification is going on. During heating and dehumidification process, dry bulb temperatures remains constant, increase, decrease. So here the heating and dehumidification is going on. So by default when the heating is there, so dry bulb temperature is increased. Okay, so option B is the correct, it's a increase. During heating and humidification, final relative humidity of air is higher than that of heating air, lower than that of entering air, can be lower or higher than that of entering air, or a none of the above. So here I show you this image. Okay, so in this image you see that the relative humidity is increased. Okay, point 1 is inlet, point 2 is outlet, but it is also possible that it is to be in this image it is reduced. Okay, but this line is also drawing like this. Okay, from here see the cursor. Okay, so it may be lower and the higher. Okay, because that is a different point is taking on. Here you see this, suppose point 2 is coming here. Okay, so it is going to the near the 100%. Okay, and dry bulb temperature is also increased. So relative humidity may be lower or higher than the entering air. The specific humidity during cooling and dehumidification remains constant, increase, decrease. So which is the process? Dehumidification. Okay, main focus in here asking the specific humidity, then see the process. It is a dehumidification, then the specific humidity is going to reduce, means it is the decrease. So here in this image you see that it is reduced from specific humidity W1 to W2. So thank you for watching this video. If you learned and like the video, subscribe the channels, share with your friends so they are use the lockdown times for effectively, and comment on this video.